Now let's see what happens when we mix these two elements together.
Hey guys, it's Mike again. Spring is right around the corner, so kind of got everything out, getting ready, planning. Yeah, just basically pre-planning for this whole next year fishing. I do have a few tournaments hopefully planned here soon, so kind of getting some miscellaneous stuff ready. But I figured while I have the majority of my go-to rods here, I would kind of do a arsenal or whatever video, if you will. Yeah, I'll just kind of go through what I mostly use. Like, I have a few more rods than this, but this is just like in a nutshell what I normally use. So we'll get down into it and I'll show you my rods and reels. Alright you guys, I think we're going to start off with a pretty basic setup here. This is a Bass Pro Triton, or I'm sorry, Nitro. Got boat brands. It's a Bass Pro Nitro. It's probably my oldest rod. It's still kicking. It's really good. It's got a big old power grip on it. It's really bulky. That's the main reason it's kind of gone down to one of my fallback rods. But in a nutshell, this is just a really good overall nice rod. It's a 610 medium heavy, I think. Yes, it's a medium heavy. Moderate action too, so it's I don't know how well you can see this on this camera right now. So I wore a white shirt so you kind of see it better. It's goes about to the middle of the rod, so it's a lot of tip. So it's really good for small worms, topwaters, cranks. It's just an all-around rod, like I was saying. It's got a really nice reel seat here. You can hear that. It's like mechanical. So I thought that was really unique. It kind of came apart right there, but no big deal. The line keeper is really nice. It's like a drop shot keeper, so you can slide it under there. It's pretty awesome. Then it's got these split grip, so you can tuck it, since it's got such a enormous handle here. So that's really nice. And Old Faithful Shimano Sitka. Got your old VBS key open on the side. Well, kind of funny that I call that old since it's how it was for so long. Just now all the new Shimanos are just getting a little out of hand. But yeah, I got it stripped down. This is a 200 G7 because it's Sitka. I think, I'm not sure, they may have discontinued these, which is a really big bummer because these are really awesome for the price. I think these are 130 bucks, and they're just really solid. It's probably one of my cheapest reels, and it's one of the best ones, sadly. So it's pretty awesome. And this is a 7-1-1. I usually use it for flipping, but I kind of got another reel, so I transferred this reel over to this rod. So this is where it's gonna be for a while. But yeah, that's a flipping setup. I keep hitting the ceiling, I'm sorry. It's a flipping setup, but this is probably going to be used for small jerk baits, maybe some topwater now. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to set them over here once they're done so I don't get mixed up. Okay, next up we got a Cabela's rod. It's called a Cabela's Prodigy. These are, I'm just getting all the store brand rods out of the way here. But buying store brand is honestly a really nice way to go if you're trying to save some money. They're honestly not a lot different than the name brand, so don't be one of those guys like, oh, the Bass Pro rod, he's not cool or something like that. No one's gonna like you. Okay. But honestly, it's one of my lightest rods. It's Cabela's Prodigy. You can, I really don't think they make them anymore. It's a pretty old rod. but you can get them around $100, and they're really good. They're extremely light. This one happens to be a medium heavy, so it's another all-around rod, but it's got a really soft tip. It's a pretty moderate action. So as you can see right now, it's being used as a crank rod. I need to reline this one. This hasn't been touched since fishing, so it's kind of bad because since it's been frozen for about 5 months. But on it, I have a Quantum Smoke SL SPT 100. This one is a 6.3, so it's a pretty neutral reel. You can use it for slow cranking and worms, because neutral in my book just means you can use a reel, you can use it, crank it at a moderate speed, and your crankbaits are still going to be going kind of slow, and you can also kind of burn things and use it for like worms, so it's not going to be too slow to where you can't use it on those kind of applications. This one, Quantum Smoke, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it as probably a 6 or 7. The bearings in them just aren't that great. You can hear that. That's just in the grip, and that's kind of really bothersome. And that sound actually travels up the rod, so it could potentially deter some fish if you're using braid or something. The drag's good on it. That's a huge plus. This is my only non-Shimano reel, and it's got the ACS. It's a little different than the BBS, obviously, but it's manageable. Reel itself, I think they're going for around 210 bucks. Not bad, but like I said, this rod and reel setup is topwater poppers, walking baits, and small cranks. Try not to make them so long. Slowly getting better. This is probably my favorite reel of all time, and a lot of other people's favorites for great reason. This is the Shimano Curado 200 E7. E-Series is probably the most famous series for Curados so far, in my book. A lot of people disagree with that. But yeah, you get your standard key open side for your BBS. Spool pops out, just like the Sitka. One of my favorite features, giant paddle grips. They're just so comfortable. It makes you feel powerful. And then this is a 7-to-1, and this is my heavy crankbait rod. So this is for getting those real deep diving, like striking 6XDs and stuff down to like 20 feet. Yeah, so it's pretty stout for a crankbait rod. It's got a decent amount of backbone. Okay. It's a St. Croix crank series, obviously. I'm not too keen on the St. Croix. It's a Premier series, I should have said, but it's just a moderate action. It's a crank. 200 E7 Shimanos, I'm really not sure what they run for anymore because they're kind of hard to find nowadays. The E7s they still make are the larger ones, the huge power reels, but if you can find the E7 for under like 130 bucks, I would grab it, because this is the equivalent of the white Chronarch, the E-Series Chronarch. So it has all the same parts in it, essentially, just the slightly worse bearings, I want to say. So Shimano Curado 200 E7, probably one of the best reels for the price of all time. And a lot of people will agree with that, so don't make that fall. Next up, we got a drop shot setup. You guys who follow my channel will recognize the reel. This is the Shimano Stratic CI4 Plus. This, I'm not sure what year ratio we got this in, sadly, because yeah, well, I don't really care for my drop shot, but yeah, it's the CI4 Plus. It's a 2500 FA. Basically, it's a mid-range spinning reel. It can go for worms or light applications like 5-pound test drop shotting in 20-foot visibility water, as this was used for down Lake Havasu. Yeah, this was the reel in my video, my Stratic review. It's up to like 10,600 views now, which is my highest viewed video, so thank you guys for that. I can't believe just a little reel review got that many views. But anyways, it's attached to my Powell Max. It's kind of made for drop shotting on light applications like dart heads and small flukes and stuff. Now that I got one rigged up, I can show you what I was talking about on that other bait casting rod of mine. This is the drop shot keeper. How it works, you just slide it underneath and let go, and it's amazing on tournaments, so you really can't complain on that. But yeah, this is a medium light rod, so it's pretty flimsy. I wouldn't use it for anything that requires a stout hook. This is it's a size 1 hook. You can see how little it is. It's about the size of my fingernail. But yeah, Shimano Stratic CA4 Plus. Pick them up. I think they're down to around 220 bucks. Honestly, I wouldn't buy another spinning reel other than this one now that I fished it. It's a little pricey, but this one really gives you a ton of bang for your buck. And like I said, I just wouldn't fish anything else at this point. It's got the top shotting braid tied onto it, so I love it to death. I feel the most sensitive bites in like 30 to 50 foot of water, so it's insane. And yeah, I'm gonna set this guy aside. The Powell Max. It's got Fuji guides and stuff on it. It's all the same quality as G Loomis, so you can pick this rod up for about 180 bucks, I think. It's a Powell Max series. Yeah, move on to the next one. Get more into the bread and butter of my arsenal here. This is my new Shimano Curado I. It's a 7-to-1. I fish mostly 7-to-1 reels because I'm pretty keen on controlling how fast I crank, so I really don't need to go down to a slow gear ratio. So. And it is attached to a G Loomis IMX. It's probably one of my favorite rods. I've had it for quite a while. It's zero problems except for the original I had, which got slammed at a car door, so that was a little expensive boo-boo. But they have a great warranty system, so not to fear. Yep, there's the Shimano Curado 200 HG Curado I, sorry. And then this is the year they started doing different sides. There's just a little trigger. They kind of minimize the braking, so it's more fine-tuned because you have a little tuner wheel right here, so you don't have to pop it open. So it's micro module adjusting, is what they call it. So it's nice. Reel, you can find them everywhere right about now. They're so popular. It's the new model of the Curado. It's about $180, which is a steal for what you're getting out of this reel. This IMX, this is an older IMX. I'm not sure if you can find them anymore, but new, this one was about $280. But the new IMXs are actually more expensive now, I think. And G Loomis is coming out with a new classic release rod series. I think they're going to be the cheapest rods at 180 bucks. So I'm going to start looking into those too. So Fuji guides, everything. This is a all-around rod I use to throw flukes, Senkos. It's a Texas rig rod, like a light Texas rig rod that I use it for. I use it for everything, top water plugs, all around rod. Then the last of the 6 go-tos is my newest reel, which I literally just got last week. It's my Shimano Croix CR4 Plus. I haven't got to use it yet, so I really can't say much on it, but I did put it on my flipping setup. So that's what I'm going to be using it for. This is a, flip it around, don't hit the camera. It's a G Loomis GL2. It's a jig and worm series, so it's pretty much just my flipping setup. This I plan on probably throwing a little bit of braid on for some punching and flipping around heavy cover, and maybe some frogs, because this is a 7:6:1 reel. I just put out a review, or not a review, an unboxing and kind of a review for it. I'll post a link in the video, maybe, if I can figure out how to do it. And then you can go check out the unboxing on that one. Like I said, I haven't used it yet, so I really can't tell you much on it, other than it's really smooth, like I say in all my other ones, but it should be smooth because it's brand new. Okay, and then price range, the Chronarch CFR Plus is $269.99. I got it for a steal at Bass Pro for trading in reel, so it really wasn't that bad, so it saved me a lot. Then the GL2s, they're really worth their money. A lot of people don't really like the GL2s because they're kind of a low end for key Loomis, but I really disagree. This rod has been through hell and back. We took it down in the Gulf of Mexico. We drove our boat through an entire flock of pelicans. And this rod took about 4 pelicans as it was in a rod holder and just bent the living hell out of it, and it's still here. That's all I gotta say. The guides, everything is insanely strong. You literally have to bend this rod completely in half to break it, so no complaints on this. So then we'll give you a quick little overview on the side. It's kind of got the same thing as the new Curado. You don't have to open it to adjust. It's a micro module. It's on the fly adjusting basically, and it's just insanely well built. I really, like I said, I can't describe how good it is just yet. But thank you guys for listening to me mumble for probably around 10 to 12 minutes, however long this video is going to end up being. I appreciate all you guys. We're almost up to 100 subscribers. I would like to do some sort of giveaway in the future once we hit some more, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes. The highest video I have right now is 10,600 views, which is amazing because it outnumbers all my other videos by like over double. So yeah, I really appreciate all you guys watching my videos. Please give me a like. It helps other people find my videos and gets me more views and subscribers, and that'll help us get closer to the giveaway and other kind of promotions and stuff like that. So thank you. Please, like I said, subscribe if you want to see more of these little reviews. All of us unboxers and review guys are in our own little world, so we all love each other's videos. So keep it up, you guys. Thanks for watching, and goodbye, guys.